If your use for a truck involves more off-road use than on, you may want something that is a little more upgraded from the factory versus a regular street truck. So you don't want things like highway tires, you want better tires, you want locking diffs, you want more software, you want more ground clearance, all that sort of thing. Well, Chevrolet uses ZR2 to define that truck for their customers. They've got it with the Colorado ZR2, they've got it with the Silverado 1500, and now they have this. This is the Chevy Silverado 2500 HD ZR2. This is Out Motorsports, the channel for cars as you are. My name is Jake, and I am dressed for off-roading, clearly in my best desert camo, with this Silverado HD 2500 ZR2. And we are here in the middle of somewhere outside of Palm Springs, California, to try out this truck and the Colorado ZR2 off-road in a whole bunch of different scenarios. So let's run through what this guy has first, because that's the one I could get a hold of, and then we'll talk about the Colorado ZR2, and then we'll get behind the wheel of both and talk about how they act off-road. All right, so taking a look at this Silverado 2500 HD ZR2. This is the Bison, which gives you a few other upgrades as well on top of a regular ZR2, but basically what you're looking at here is a factory lift. You've got 1.5 inches of lift compared to a regular 2500 HD. You've got these unique wheels with some Goodyear Wrangler MT tires. You can see right now we're kind of aired down a little bit. These wheels are unique to the Bison, but if you get a regular ZR2, you'll also have some special wheels. You've got a little bit of different appearance stuff going on all around the truck. The Bison also gives you these steel bumpers that have better approach and departure angles. You've got the recovery hooks. And then right here where it looks like a license plate could go, this is also winch ready, so you can install a winch here. And you'll notice if we come around to the hood, this is using the Duramax turbo diesel. It's a 6.6 liter turbo diesel with that Allison transmission. That is going to be optional on this truck. The standard is a 6.6 liter gas V8. Now, moving further around, we'll poke our head inside near the inside of the wheel well, and you can see here we've got the Multimatic shocks. These are going to be a standard among all the ZR2 trucks, and the big deal here is that they've got separate reservoirs for basically off-road driving and on-road driving. Now, this truck just has regular bump stops, so you can see down here, this is your bump stop, and that is going to be what kind of catches the truck in certain cases. But on the Colorado, you've got a more robust damper setup sort of going on. I'll show you that in a minute. But these Multimatics are really impressive. These are a very, very cool technology that was initially developed for sports cars and race cars, and Chevrolet got them to build it for the trucks. Moving further around, these only come as a crew cab short bed. And then we can see back here, we've got another one of the bumpers. So this is still that metal bumper with the recovery hooks. Obviously, you've got all your trailering stuff. Now, I did tow with one of these. I'm going to write something about it, but I will not talk about it right now because I've got so much else to focus on. And otherwise, these are some big tires. These are 305s for width. These are a big tire for a truck. They've been working well out here on the trail, so we'll talk about that more in just a second. And then hopping inside, this is going to be plenty nice. They're all very nice inside. Typical, you know, heated ventilated seats. These have the AEV logo on them. All the ZR2s get this yellow stitching right here, so you'll see that in the Colorado as well. And then you've got a fully digital cluster right here, and you've got your digital infotainment system here as well. Plenty of buttons and knobs. We love to see that. And then otherwise, it's just kind of typical Silverado. So let's take a look at the Colorado ZR2, and then we'll get behind the wheel of both and talk about how they are out here in the desert. And now I'm here with the Colorado ZR2. Now, you've seen the Colorado before. Obviously, they came out with these earlier this year, and we've driven all of them except the ZR2, but now this is the one that is obviously the most playful off-road, especially in a situation like this here in the desert. So let's talk about what this one has, because this does have some more stuff on it versus that 2500. This is going to be more capable. Obviously, it's much smaller too. So starting up front here, this is going to have the 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, the high output. They're all 2.7s, but there's a couple output variances. So this is going to be your most power, your most torque. This one is indeed a Bison, just like the 2500. So you have the steel bumpers, you have the winch ready bumper right there where it looks like that license plate goes right here. And then again, you've got your unique wheels, you've got the Goodyear mud terrain tires. Now these are 35s, and these wheels are beadlock capable. We're not using beadlocks right now. These tires are not beadlock, but you can do it with these wheels if you want to. Now, poking our head in, just like we did with the 2500, you can see here Got the same looking Multimatic dampers, but you've also got that jounce control, and you can see that as well. So you've got your regular damper that's going to be the one over here, and then this guy is the jounce control. So this acts as basically a bump stop, and it does so much better than a regular bump stop in some really like big whoopee sort of situations, among other things. So that is a really cool thing. Now, I don't know how much you can see under here, and the sand is a million degrees, but you do have some skid plates as you do with the 2500. But the one thing that you get here that you don't get on the 2500 is you get a front locking diff as well as a rear locking diff. So that 2500 will give you the rear locker, which is a nice thing. It's electronically controlled, but you don't get a front locker on that one, but you do here. Now you've also got these rock sliders right here. We will make good use of these, as you'll see in just a second. And then over here you do have the optional bed mounted spare, which is great to have, good for convenience, but it does block the rear view mirror, which is a little bit of an annoyance. Moving back to the back, again, you've got that other bumper going on with the recovery points. You do have your trailer hitch. These are not rated for as much weight as a regular Colorado. They're not rated for 7,700 pounds. They're somewhere in the 6s, I think. Still have that trailer hitch that's very useful. And you can see we've got the Multimatic dampers with jounce control yet again. It's got, this is the regular damper, and then you can see further inboard there where that other blue canister is. Maybe if I go right there, that is gonna be your jounce control at the rear. And so that is the Colorado ZR2. The interior is going to be very similar to every other Colorado. Like I said, it's got the same sort of accents and everything, just like the 2500 does. Very similar color scheme going on in here with like the gray, the black. You can see I've got the yellow stitching everywhere. So very similar. It's otherwise just kind of Colorado, which is a nice place to be. It's got a fully digital cluster, which is great. And then you've got your regular infotainment system and all the same Colorado interior bits and bobs. So with all that, let's get behind the wheel of both of these. We're gonna start with Colorado ZR2 because that's what I was assigned first, and then we'll get behind the wheel of the Silverado 2500 ZR2, talk about that one as well. I'm here with Michael and Shad. Michael's a fellow journalist. Shad is with Chevy. They are both good Judies, and they've agreed to be on these videos. So we're driving Colorado through the desert, and they said this is some high-speed stuff, and then we'll do some rock crawly stuff, and then we'll drive the 2500 Duramax on a different trail. So anyway,
this is the ZR2 Bison.
This is the ZR2 Bison. We are in the
clarify.
I'll probably say that before, like when I introduce the whole thing.
Well, I don't know what you're gonna do.
I don't either.
I haven't seen your script.
I don't have one.
It's the way we like it here in the desert.
Yeah.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
Seat of our pants.
And Jake has just about jumped this thing already. We've been
Just
going for about 4 minutes.
It's cool. The Multimatic dampers do a nice job.
They're pretty impressive.
You need to control your speed before a bump. Make sure you do all your braking before you hit the obstacle you're slowing down for. Get your foot off the brake, unload the suspension, and then let the truck do the work.
That was targeted at me.
Let the truck do the work.
Yeah. This one is exhibiting a pre-production quirk in that it says we're going 0 miles an hour.
We're going 0 miles an hour, and what's the temperature?
Oh, it's 174
outside?
degrees outside. So why did he say that the dampers click like this when you hit stuff?
It's not the primary dampers. It is the bump stop it's a hydraulic bump stop.
Oh, okay.
That when you load the truck up, it clicks in at the very last, like 3/4 of an inch of wheel travel.
Okay.
To save your spine.
Well, my spine feels great so far. It's working.
Jounce control.
My jounce is controlled.
All mistakes are the fault of supervision. So
correct.
Okay.
Anything a driver does is the co-driver's fault.
Right.
Yeah, that's how that works.
That's why I'm giving you such excellent coaching and just laughing most of the time.
It's a lot of good feedback.
Oh, we're doing this trail.
So this is some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not fucking around.
Woo. All right. So tell me more.
Just
listen to what he tells you.
Yeah.
Great.
Because this is it's one of these. It's an amazing little run here where you're driving up to it and you think, nope, this is not happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll tell you, keep coming, and just do what he says. Thank you, Corey.
Yep. That okay.
Straight
Straight.
for a minute,
Oh, okay.
and now start turning. Turn a little harder. Yeah. then just up and over. Right tire's coming up. You're good. Yeah, with the sun at this angle, the cameras aren't particularly
Not super helpful. This is a lot.
Yeah. So you're gonna start sliding, so stay right a little, and then you'll start sliding left and then turn.
Jake, I want to hop out and video you.
Okay. Oh yeah, maybe I'll do photos. You want me in?
You got your phone?
You want me in?
I want you in for the, yeah.
Alright.
I'll let one of you out.
Freedom!
Okay, so I've got a couple big rocks. I think I want to go more left, I believe.
But remember, as soon as you start spinning, you're gonna slide.
That's true, okay.
He's pointing you left. Often for rock crawling, I'll also move my seat further forward, especially in these newer vehicles with the big ass hoods that you can't see over.
Yeah.
So just try and be really smooth with the throttle. It's hard because it's such a torquey turbo engine.
We're not.
Slow and steady, yeah. He wants you to spin it. There you go. You can feel it sort of starting to grip, and then it'll, once you get moving, it'll really grip up good.
Yep.
Your spotter's falling. Ooh, nice angle. You don't need a seatbelt.
I feel so safe.
You're gonna be fine. Okay. Biggest rule of off-roading is never put your arm outside the vehicle.
I don't plan on it.
You can't catch it. We're not gonna
Can't catch it.
We're not gonna roll. Slow, slow, slow. Yeah, good.
Yep.
Slow, slow. We're gonna take the right tire is gonna go up on that big rock. And then slow down. There you go. Easy.
Keep straighten out.
Keep it right.
Okay.
There you go. And then, yeah,
Aim it, Chad.
what spotters?
This is a holy shit. And now I have you alone in the Colorado ZR2. So if you've watched the channel for very long, over the last year or so, I've been in a lot of Colorados and the sibling, the GMC Canyon, and I really like these trucks. They're, I think, a great size, they're comfortable, they're well thought out, and they're relatively affordable for what they are and what they can do. So I've driven the sibling to this, which is the GMC Canyon AT4X. I was at that launch, so we did a little bit of off-roading there, but getting to do different off-roading with this one. This is more high-speed stuff because we were back on the East Coast for the Canyon. There's just not trails and areas like this out on the East Coast for the most part, so really nice to have some space to just play. And this truck is so playful. I enjoy it so much, and I feel the same way about the non-ZR2, but the ZR2 obviously just adds so much capability to everything that I just think it's so fun. This has just been very confidence inspiring. I am not an off-roader. I don't know a thing about doing it properly. I think today when they aired our tires down, this was the first time that I had actually aired down to go off-roading. So some off-road experts I'm sure will criticize that, but like, hey, we don't have the trails where you need it on the East Coast near Washington, DC. Everything is pretty simple. So yeah, this is just so much capability, and you know, it makes it very easy. So I'm a fan of this. I totally understand the appeal. This is not the one that would work for me because I just, like I said, don't have anywhere to use it. But if you do, this is just a ton of fun. Even if we come around, like, it's just easy. So easy. So playful. little different than the big Duramax and the 2500. You do have to spool the turbo up a little bit. You have to wind it out just to get some power out of it. But it is just so happy to do it. So really enjoyable. We're gonna go straight through, and then this with the Multimatics with those extra Jounce dampers. It's happy to go through all these kind of whoops and moguls and whatever you might call them. This is just kind of unbothered by it all. So that, this is just fantastic going through here. Where the 2500, obviously it's a lot more weight, but it doesn't have those, it's got regular bump stops. This is just, you know, happy to do it and comfortably. You can hold a conversation with your friends like I was just doing, and it's totally fine. So this is the fun one. This is the most fun. The bigger one is going to be the one that will take you out to the trail with your toys, that you can go faster and farther on the trailer hitch behind you, or bring a camper or whatever.
I was on the East Coast earlier this summer in a lifted F-250 on 46-inch tires.
Where did you put that?
Monster truck.
That's huge.
I put it in the mall parking lot.
Right.
It was big. The tires were like up to here on me. It's hilarious. But the guy was like, yeah, we can go off-roading. So we did something like a little bit more than graded road. But it was never tight.
Where were you on the East Coast?
It was North Carolina.
Yeah, there's more out there, I guess.
We were seeing
some whoops.
Oh, baby doll.
Okay, that was fast.
Why do you hate your truck so much?
I don't, I'm sorry.
What are you trying to do?
What was that, the jumping we were doing?
That was a little bit of a yump. Yumping and humping and...
Okay, to be fair, it handled that well.
I don't think we bottomed out.
No, I did not intend on doing that though.
My back is fine. I did not hit the ceiling.
No.
It's nice.
And this does not have terrain mode, so it does not have one pedal driving, but it has hill descent control, which we'll use on the way down. Although you said you didn't like it.
I'm a stickler.
Just 2 foot.
I don't like hill descent control, especially in such a big vehicle. I just want to be able to do it.
But Chad, you said that this hill descent you think is like the terrain on the Colorados, or more like that.
Sort of, yeah. You don't actuate with the throttle as much, but it's important to also get your ideal speed set.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to do that while going downhill.
Oh, no, I would do it before, I think.
You can't do it until it's activated.
Oh.
So if you're pushing the button, it has to be doing it for you to change, the speed. So you can't do it until you're doing it.
Got it.
No.
Okay, so now the light's on solid. There we go. I don't trust this one bit.
Okay, yeah, then just...
I just like... Okay. It's doing it. It's set to 1 mile an hour, so it's going to creep. That's 2. Yeah, I don't like that. It's just one of those things. It's funny, because like the one pedal driving, I guess because you start it with your right foot.
Yes.
Whereas this, it just kind of will go. You were right, this takes a lot more brake pedal to go the same amount of slow.
But that's the way to do it. You're riding both, right?
No, I can, but it doesn't seem to need throttle to move.
That's true. Gravity's taking care of that for you.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is what they'll suddenly do. Creep you down.
I just don't trust it, which is like...
No, then don't even, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust a lot of men, I don't trust hill descent control. Gotta work up to that. Okay, so there's one rock that's kind of sticking up here.
Yeah, you want to go around that.
Right.
The one on the right and drive over.
Well, this one is standing up.
Or in between the drops.
I think I can...
Turn to the right.
To the right? Well, they can't turn now.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
So you use the hill descent control?
Not at all.
No.
For about 40 feet, and I looked at Chad, I said, I hate this, I'm turning it off.
It's just impossible to get right. The NES Grenadiers is only brake actuated. Like no gear, no nothing, and it's the only one that's like in any race.
All right, that is it for my time here with the Colorado ZR2 and the Silverado 2500 ZR2. thank you so much for coming along with my crazy outfit, my lack of off-roading skills, and all the fun I had along the way with Michael and Shad. This was a really fun day. The trucks can do so much more than I can, which is great. I'm excited to try and do more of this when I get back out here on the West Coast, because DC has nothing like this within a few hours. You have to go much farther. But in any case, please like, share, comment, subscribe right here. Give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Out Motorsports. Head over to outmotorsports.com. We've got a whole community over there. We're hosting events online, in person throughout the rest of the year and into 2024. We would love to have you join us. Till next time, stay safe, be well. See you again soon.